Well, hello, welcome to Pepper's Echo. My name's Andre, and yeah, it is Sunday night or Sunday afternoon again, and we are getting, uh, as Cameron says, yes, very excited. Hello, hello, hello. Who's all on today? Well, we got Buzzy Lynn. Thank you very, very much. Hendo, how's it going, Hendo? Cameron, my man, how's it going there? Good stuff, good stuff. And seems to be the famous four busy commenting at least. But yeah, I am I am tired today. I have had a week of meetings. You know what? Sometimes you think, geez, can we just not work for a change and have a meeting or something like that? Well, I am now so hot full of meetings because meetings ends up with work to do, and yeah, just not very very cool at all. And so yeah, counting days down, I have 3 nights and 2 days left, and then we and hopefully I've covered everything now because I've checked and rechecked and checked and rechecked and checked and rechecked everything over and over and over again. So yeah, thanks, Buzzy. Appreciate it. Oh no, Hendo down with a slight fever. That's not cool, bro. It's COVID. Sorry, no, that was just a cough. Uh, yeah, no, I am. I had to. I was actually lying down with the dogs, and we were just kipping there a bit, and wifey had to wake me up, going, "Ugh, it's nearly 7 o'clock, and maybe I'll start skipping early and miss this one as well." I thought, no, no, no. Well, let's not do so. But anyway, yeah, Hendo, I agree with Cam. It's giving you strongs and Milo and coffee and all that wonderful stuff. But it's not winter there; it's summer there, so you can lie with a fan on you at least when you got flu. I'm trying something new this evening because, as I did promise last week, I'd like to show you the bum gun in the bathroom, and I'd like to show you that we don't have geysers; we just have the little switches. So to sort of get a roaming cam, I've sort of done an invite link to my cell phone so that I can. How's it, Arbot? Thank you very, very much for your shoes link. Shoes. I applied it to Divan as well. And just a second, Bob's. Sorry, I suppose I should do a mute thing just to explain to my wife here that the food is here. So yeah, thanks Arbot for the shoes clip. If you don't mind, I think I'll actually chuck it on you later on as well. But yeah, as I said, I'm trying to make my phone a second camera, sort of a roaming camera, so I can roam into my bathroom. Although the wife is horrified at it because we're busy packing and it's just crap all over the place and everything to that effect. She's like, everyone's going to see. I said, yeah, everyone's going to see the house like that. You know what? It's me. I don't have a display cabinet. I have a home. Yes, Hendo, it's my last live stream today, then off to load shedding. Yeah, I won't be, wow, hot today. Lemon and honey. Yeah, there's something. Or else, don't forget with that lemon and honey, Hendo, and I know it sounds crazy now, but I'm serious. Just put a little tot of whiskey as well. I promise you a little tot of whiskey, and I'm not kidding on this one. Really, really. What I do also want to tell you, I will not be streaming for the next 2 weeks. So I will be off for the next 2 weeks while I'm in SA. However, always coming through for us. Thank you very much. Buzzy will be streaming in my time slot for the next 2 Sundays at least. Thank you very, very much. So you are going to spend some quality time with Buzzy, and I'm not taking my laptop with for the simple reason that I don't get involved in work or anything to that effect. I will, however, be taking a keyboard and my tablet, my pad along, so because there's absolutely no ways that I will be without technology. So yeah, Orbot, how's it, Orbot? And what's Cameron say? Pepper's Echo, just join with your phone on StreamYards, and you can add your phone to the stream. Yeah, that's what I've done as well. So I should be there. But yeah, don't forget to catch Buzz. So while we're about it, let's do the everyday shout outs. news and reviews, and to hear that the Springboks beat, not one, beat Wales yesterday. It was really, really worth staying up to that late at night. So they beat them and they won their the test series against Wales. Well done to the Springboks. Well done to Eben Etzebeth for his 100th test match as well. The guys did well. I know they're giving me a break as well for 2 weeks. They won't be playing, and then they'll be playing New Zealand after that in 3 weeks' time. So I'll be back in Cambodia to watch that as well. But wow, yeah. So what I was wanting to say, for all the news reviews, rugby highlights and updates as well, I have only got absolute time for Chris Wyatt in his news and reviews in Durban, Africa. That's how I keep up with South Africa's news. That's how I get the truth. And that's how I get the real, how should I say, insight into the story. So please don't forget to tune in to Chris Wyatt. I can say tune in whenever you want to, because that man seems to stream 24/7. But yeah, catch his daily news and that. Really, really great. And then another superstar that I am hoping to see when I get to South Africa. Please don't forget to tune into a very interesting show. Always got a good head on his shoulders. Very insightful, very entertaining as well. Ronaldo Gous. Don't forget to catch him live. He's around about, I think your time is it 8 o'clock at night? 7 or 8? I usually catch him on the replay. Please play the How's It Simon Living. Okay, now I see so. I will do so. I will play that. I hope he's not going to try and sue me for that. Hendo, Boko 1, they still have to improve. Yes, especially on their sides. Those guys slip through the sides very, very easy. Nice to see the Saffers full at the stadium. It is good to see a full stadium again. Yes, so Chris Wyatt, Ronaldo Gous, then don't forget, now and again, still streaming, Roman Kabanak. Don't forget our very own Buzzy's Moments, also very, very uplifting. And then our very own Rebellious Ruth. Also, absolutely a scream a minute. Very, very nice. Great to look. There we go. Colonel Chris Wyatt, Rugby Channel, if you love rugby. Thank you very much, Endo. And it's I'm really starting to enjoy the rugby again. It's really, really good. Nice to see the full stadium, yes. And then the crowd going bananas again, and the Mexican waves and everything. I'm sure the players enjoyed that more because, you know, it's always better in a group, and so very, very much loved that as well. That was super. But yeah, so what can I say? All I can actually think about is my trip back at the moment. I'm moving and what I'm going to find and what I'm not going to find, and of course how expensive the bloody thing is. That's what's supposed to say. It's been a very challenging week with protests and road blockages. Really, it's not so cool as well at all. Really, it's not really good. Let's take a look. Let's see what your How's It Simon Living. It's 17 minutes. I have not watched it yet, so I hope they don't swear in it or something like that, because I'm about to play it and I'm going to see it for the first time now as well. So let's share the screen onto How's It Simon Living. I hope the audio is okay, guys. Let me know if you didn't hear it. I'll play it again. Well, let's bring it in. So let's take a look.
Ons wen! Kom Pollard! Ja! Loser balletjies. Dis okay. Sister, waarvoor se kan ook nie altyd wen nie. Ja, ons wen!
Okay. Pretty excited, dude. I sounded pretty much similar to that. Ons wen. Pastor Coral. In a week's time, we shall be having breakfast. A boerie, a steak, maybe an egg, unsweetened toast. So, yeah, that sounds really, really good. But, yeah, Bucks are winning. Very, very happy about that as well. I don't know what I was going to talk about, what I was saying. We were talking, Chris, we were talking, what's in there say? That English ref was bloody dodgy. But I was talking about rugby. How's the surprise that Ireland beat New Zealand? I don't know if New Zealand threw their B team in Ireland, but I'm a little bit worried about when New Zealand come to thrash us because, yeah, I was worried about our sides. We were good in the front and down the middle, but when those guys got the ball to the sides, I was not very happy, and I'm still unhappy with somebody that missed a tackle on the sides there. But yeah, Buzz, so you say a challenging week with protests and roadblocks. I wonder how many protests and roadblocks we had in our lives this week. Did we manage to navigate them? Did we manage to overcome them? Have we looked at life as being a little bit better again? Or has life taken us with a high tackle? Who have we got there? Alison, yes, I am hoping to see you as well. As soon as I get there, I'll probably be in contact. Hi, all. Yeah, just watching, going through a tough time. Oh, no, safe travels. No, I hope to meet you. Yes, you will definitely be meeting us, and I shall help you smile as much as I can and give you my. Oh, you don't want to see that face. It looks like Jack Nicholson from The Shining. But I really thinking there of you guys and thinking of you, and I hope the times are softened for you as such. Breakfast braai maybe, says Pastor Carl. Ay, 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 ay. As I would say in my best Afrikaans, so na on my heart. But yeah, yes, All Blacks will vent their frustration on the book. I suppose so, yes, because they be playing, the next one that we're playing is the All Blacks. And that I think is in 3 weeks' time. I think it's in Mpumalanga, for those of you who are in Mpumalanga. So yeah. But let me stop sharing that. What can I say? A win is a win, and we're savoring it for now. I would have loved to have been in Cape Town last night because as much as what misery loves company, so does victory. And it's so much nicer to share your victories as well. So important to share your downs. We need to actually get Pastor Coral on because we are holding out for embracing our failures. Which reminds me of the one, Pepazeka, have you sent a link to Chris Papa's DA major updates on WhatsApp groups? Oh, yeah, I did see that you sent me a link. As I said this afternoon, I was a little bit busy. I have a pile of work like this that I brought home with me to carry on doing. And as I said, the meetings didn't exactly just be a meeting and sit and finish. I derived more work from there. So I'm busy with like a 9-page policy thing and that. So I did see it come through, and I've pushed it aside. As soon as I finished here, I've got to carry on with work again, then phone Mother Dearest as well to tell her we are still en route to actually come and visit her. And next week, this time, we will be halfway through almost more than halfway through our visit. But yeah, I will take it out. While I'm about it, guys, Buzzy has a Telegram group that is most informative and really, really good to join. So if you have not joined Buzzy's Telegram group, please get yourself over there. I don't know if we can get a link there as well, and get hold of getting yourself onto Buzzy's Telegram group. Most informative and keeping you up to date. And also some very nice little lifter uppers, if I can put it that way. CT is still suffering from a Moshe hangover. Hendo always finding the finer details in life. Indeed so, indeed so. So I don't know if I've played through enough time to now actually get to, did you fetch food? Okay, so I can grab hold of my phone and see if I can, I'm looking up. I don't want to look down all the time, but yeah, what's it? I want to see if I can get my phone shared to become a guest. And then I'll take you through my house, which you don't want to look at anywhere else other than the okay. I think I've got it. Think I have. I think I can. I'm sure I can. Can't I just mute? Hello. Why won't it mute? Shut up. Hello. Still there. Mind you, I'm listening to myself now. See if I bring that in. No, I can't bring it big like that. I can't bring it. Oh, that's me. Okay, so if I do that, you can sort of see where my system and everything is. You'll take a look at what like a little messy person I am. Okay, let's take you for a walk. Are you ready to take a walk? Am I getting feedback? Are you getting feedback? It's probably because it's by my mic. What I'll do now is I'm going to mute my mic and then go on a walk so that hopefully you don't get any feedback. So my setup, hold a second, let me mute my mic. Let's see, I don't know. Sorry, I was trying to talk and I muted this mic. There we go. There's my little system corner where I sit. Those are the background and where I watch my rugby from. Ding, ding. Then I move this screen out to this side and I watch movies and rugby from there. Okay, let me show you the bathrooms quickly. So, okay, right. General idea. In Cambodia, you basically have what you call wet rooms. So you don't really have bathrooms, especially in Khmer style bathroom. You have what you call a wet room. Now this is semi-wet room because it still has a railing for your. This is our one bathroom. It still has a railing for your shower curtain and everything to that effect. And then there's your toilet over here, and around the corner here is a basin. But you'll just see there's your basin and that over there. And then you'll see on the floor, your floor is very much the same. There's nothing, no big difference or anything like that. There's just a little ridge. And then in each bathroom, you have like this, I don't know, a heater or whatever. You've got to switch it on and off when you come to the shower. And that's what really warms your water. You don't have heaters or anything like that. Water goes in, runs through a whole lot of little things, and then your shower. And then you'll see this little gun, and this is what we call a bum gun. If you zoom out of it, you'll see that it's parked next to each toilet. Next to a toilet, you'll always find these little guys. I'll play around with the one in my bathroom. I don't want to play because we have a guest that uses this bathroom. I don't want to mess her bathroom up. Yeah, this is downstairs. This is our little place. This is upstairs. There's the spare room. And
excuse the mess.
Yeah, this is the mess. As you will see, we are busy packing and busy packing and busy packing. So, yeah. Right. Now to show you my bathroom. Once again, very, very similar to the other bathroom. It's just the basin's not behind the door. It's also like a wet room, but this one I'm quite comfortable messing around. So, yeah, I can make myself disappear. And then I can reappear again. Okay, but once again, I want to show you over here. We've also got that little thing with that over there. And you switch it on when you're going to shower, and you switch it off. That's basically, most of Asia has this type of shower. There are places that do have a geyser, but most of your places that you go to, you will find a little box like this in the shower, and you'll switch it on and off. I don't know if you remember in the new Karate Kid one with old Jackie Chan, when he moved from America to the new house or whatever, he phoned down to Jackie Chan, who was the janitor, and he said, "We have no hot water." And he came and he showed him the switch, hot water, no hot water. Now it doesn't make it steaming hot, but it does warm the water. Not that you need hot water in this place, but yeah. Then again, you have the throne, and next to the throne we have the gun. This is what is next to every single toilet at school, at work, in the malls, any public toilet. Before you find this in a toilet, you will find this in a toilet. So what do you want to see? How does it work? I had a lot of fun when I got here first time because I used to like shoot the wife in the shower. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to grab hold of this thing, and you'll see you're on the base over here. And it's pretty handy from the side over there. Okay, I can't see your comments in that now, so I can't answer them, but it's pretty handy. Now, when you have finished, you like feel behind, make sure you've got it in there, get it under the leg because it's not too cool from there. You get it under the leg, and then inside there, it's all clean.
Don't do that.
Oh, shit, I hate that. See? Yeah, it can be temperamental. It can give you a bit of a headache at times. But yeah, nothing cleaner.
Can
Now
make
you
you
ask
feel like
me-
you have a runny nose.
Yeah, right. You notice clean tonsils. Yeah, it does have a flusher. However, let me tell you something else. Even at school, I hate the roof there, I'm sorry. Even at school and in public toilets, there's a little sign. First of all, telling you not to stand on the toilet because a lot of people decide to squat on top of the toilet.
Because they have those holes.
Yeah. And then the second thing is they tell you not to throw your toilet paper in the toilet because it gets blocked. So if you do use toilet paper at all, there's a little dustbin next to you. Yes, you guessed it. If you take the toilet paper and you into the dustbin, not into the toilet. So if you come in there and you see this dustbin there, the first thing you move the dustbin aside with your foot so that you don't get into it. But yeah, that's the bum gun in every toilet, the heater that we have in each bathroom in Cambodia that I wanted to show you. And there's my little pups bed. Yeah, they are. Hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Come say hello. Hello. Say hello, yeah. Say hello, yeah. Yes. Remember when they're very small. Anyway, let's get back to you guys on the PC. I'm not going to run through my whole house at the moment. But yeah, I'll see what you've got in the comments now. Switch it back. All right. Here we go. Let's see, what did we get in the comments so I can actually try and go. Okay, show my setup. I showed you my setup. It's got a bum gun next to every setup that there is. Yeah, be careful for feedback. Yeah, feedback. Hopefully I didn't get too much feedback. Hopefully there was Twilight Zone. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had everything muted. I was trying. Typical gamer setup. Yeah, it's a mess. Let's kick him out of the studio. Now you can see where Ina is. Does she know that we're watching where she's going? It's the lounge. TV. We're spying. Must have heard a sound. They're running out there. Don't know if Ina knows we're spying on where she's going. She's forgotten to switch off the phone. Or to leave the studio. Those are my front doors. I don't know if she knows we're just staring at the TV over there. That's outside the front door. I have a little bit of a yard here. There's My braai, you must have a braai. Of
Yeah.
course, the braai is always there. The table and chairs outside, there's front gate. You can't really see it. It's pretty a little bit dark. The camera's not great for night sights there. Gates. The pond that both dogs have fallen into already. Once when they came here, and now they know they should not. And there is the lounge and the kitchen and the dining room. I don't have really much furniture in there. Not that I own any of the furniture that is in there. However, the fan is mine. The most uncomfortable chairs under the sun. The hanging chair, which I have not had the guts to try out myself. Naked Cambodian statues, which we found here. My wife says I'm not allowed to look at boobs. Look at that. I got boobs that I've got to stare at every single day of my life. Oh, and she'll zoom into them now too for you. How's that? Yeah. Yeah, you're laughing lekker. Huh? And then there's the picture she painted at the back there. That's one thing that is ours. But yeah, it's a lovely big place. Although I do believe we are possibly going to be moving when we get back to a smaller, more affordable
Can I
place.
leave now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you clearly. So can everybody else. Yeah, you can. You can leave.
I know,
Just
but can I leave now? I'm now tired of showing the house.
the kitchen. I haven't seen the kitchen.
The kitchen is untidy. There's washing because we're busy washing and also packing, getting
There's the
everything
stairs that
ready,
go up. I showed you the stairs that come down. They go
getting
up from
ready for the trip. Yeah, that's the stairs going up to the floor
the
at the
bedrooms and
top
that.
where the
That's where I
bedrooms
am up
are.
there.
Kitchen is not very big. It's like that's what the kitchen
Yeah,
looks like.
that's it. But it's what I call home. Okay, you can leave now.
Bye bye, everybody.
Thanks. Cheers, my angel. Have a nice evening. Don't forget to put my food together. She's gone. Okay, so let's take a look. Be careful feedback. Twilight Zone, typical gamer mess. Yes. Have joined my neighborhood watch and the CPF. Very nice, Buzz. Very nice. Unmute your cell phone up. Okay. Yeah, okay. No sound. Sorry. I wasn't seeing that. There we go. Okay, I got it. Instant water heater. Yes. It's like those quick hot things. Arbot. We used to use them in the kitchen in the City Lodge hotels, and yeah, you get them all over. All our apartments have had them in that as well. Except the one did have a bit of a geyser in it, which got some hot water. It also cost us a lot. These things actually save a lot of money. Not that you guys in South Africa need to save it all because you don't have the power going on anyway. But yeah, so in every if you take a look at DVD's bathroom, if we go to Nielsen Landy's bathroom, etc., every shower has this like little switch thing in it. When you go and shower, boop, you switch it on, and the slower you put the water onto the hot side, the warmer it'll get, obviously, because it goes through those pipes slowly. But it just gives you lukewarm water, basically, which is fine for over here because it never, ever gets cold. So, yeah. Is it actually very tidy? It's actually very tidy, Ina, don't worry. Okay, she'll be pleased to know that because we think of bombing the place. Yeah, it's pretty efficient, I would say, yeah. I mean, you know what, they make things pretty simple on the side. And that's kind of what I was saying, enjoy about Cambodia. Life is simple. Orbot, shit, shave, and shower all in one. There we go. You can spray yourself down. Just watch. I'm telling you, with that bum gun, you don't aim properly, you can shoot a ball off, bro. So, yeah. I never thought I'd see you in a... Ah, the minister saw me in a shower. No, I'm kidding. Right. Sorry, bad language. Poof. Did I use bad language somewhere? I don't know. Poof. Sorry. Did I say something else? Poof. Okay. I meant to say poof. Yeah, I think Arbot meant to say poof as well. Poof powder and whatever. Yeah, shotgun. Yeah, well, that's the in every single toilet. Now that is the most amazing thing. You can walk into a public toilet, and you are more likely to find that there's a bum gun and no toilet paper than a toilet paper and no bum gun. This dude sounds, who's 100% true? This dude sounds South African. I am as South African as you can get, my friend. I am South African as what you can get. 100% true. Peppers Echo is South African. 100% true. Yeah, that's it. I am a Safa to the bone. What a face. You should see the faces you make when you're really using that gun, dude. My goodness gracious. I'm so pleased I could make you smile, Alison. You deserve to smile. Alison, I'm sure you've ever seen those bum guns before. You had them in Thailand as well, true? Lou, 101 etiquette, first Lou live stream. Well, there we go. I had to make it interesting somehow because I didn't know what I was going to do. Mexican dogs in Cambodia. Yeah, of course. They like the heat. Yes, they've grown up. Cute but bloody naughty. I'll tell you that as well. Yes. Yeah. And you know what the best is? They put the cuteness face on and they rule. No feedback at all. That's great. I'm pleased there's no feedback. It's a tidy mess. Yes. Organized chaos, we would call it as well. Sis, spy cam. And we should leave one of those. No, not in the toilet. You know what? What you imagine and what you get's two different things. You know, it's giggling. Stiff wooden boobs. Yeah, there we go. Who says it's not cold? Yeah. Table Mountain. Yeah, you know what? I don't have any photos and things like. I have biking photos of all my different bikes, but I haven't put them up. X-rated live stream now. Yes, it's very nice, etc. It's just a little expensive at the moment, but we'll see when we get back what we do with it. What's Cameron saying? They want to increase electricity by 30. It's absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Most people will have small heart attacks if they see my desk at the moment. I'm cloning IDE hard. Oh my goodness me. Loose motherboard, power supply, loose wires, the hard drive's resting on another power supply. Yeah, that sounds like a IT dude's desk. I tried to tidy up here a bit, so that's why I threw my work onto the one side because my desk was all over and I chuck it on there. 100% true. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, hi, 100%. Do you adjust to food or do you prefer your own? Everybody says, how do you cope with Khmer food? I don't. I cope just fine with Western food. Yeah, thank you very much. And I don't eat the pork here either. I'm Jewish when it comes to pork, except for bacon and spare ribs. But I don't like the pork here so much. I think I had a bad batch somewhere along the line, or we cooked a bad batch somewhere along the line. So it just stank. It didn't smell too good. So I just went off it and that's it. However, the food to me is blandish. I have eaten stuff like loklak, which I don't mind. And then because it's cheap, and sometimes it's cheaper than actually making a plate of food, there's places like Bento and Kapob that I would order from, and then you get this chopped up beef with rice, and they put a rice and an egg on top of the rice always, which I've started learning to eat, so that I can also, because if you eat Khmer, you eat very, very cheaply. So I'm still very, very skeptical. I'm always worried that they've pulled the seafood out of the river over here, which does not look good at all. But so I find it sometimes bland. They put quite garlicky, or it's bland. Watery is like soup. Yes, soup. And it's like, no, that's dirty water. So I am cautious. I still do more Western. We'll do like hot dogs, chicken nuggets, which you buy quite happily at the supermarkets. Yeah, it's really, really not difficult. As I said earlier on, I'm looking forward to bread that's not sweet. Everything seems to be a little bit sweetened. Yeah, so we're trying to make snack wedges with this really sweetened bread. But yeah, and then, but there's a place called Aussie Bakery, and some of the supermarkets get their bread there as well, which is really, really nice. I'm slowly adapting. After 3.5, nearly 4 years, I'm slowly adapting to local food, although I don't enjoy it so much. So, you know what, the missus cooks normal food, but we've got Burger King, KFC. Only thing we don't have here is McDonald's. So when I go home, I'm going to have a McDonald's burger, because McDonald's seems to want to have, or wants to own, the land rights of where their restaurants are. And it's very, very difficult for a foreigner to fully own land rights over here. Even if you're wanting to own, most of the foreigners that own pubs, throwing the mic over, that own pubs and restaurants and that over here, they actually have a Khmer partner of 50% or 51% ownership there. But there's a lot of Western pubs in that. Yeah, like you'll find chicken strips, carpetbaggers, steaks. I mean, I buy my meat from a place, although I have learned to buy from the supermarkets as well, although I still buy from Super Meats. It's a South African guy, is a butchery here. He makes really great boerewors, and he sells ribs, and you can get a steak from there, mince and everything like that. We actually buy our millipap, our maize meal, from there as well. And he actually gets it from India, but we actually make our pop, our porridge, from the maize meal that we get here. So yes, not the 100% onto the food, but I do try it because it is cheaper and obviously more economic. Alison says, Andre, the school in Thailand, staff and children. Let me just get this up so everyone can read with me. Andre, the school in Thailand, staff and children used same bathroom one day. I was on the loo and one of the kids took the bum gun under the gap near the floor and sprayed me wet. I can imagine your experience on that. Well, I got you. I thought it's for like, do you spray yourself down in the shower? Because our bathroom is fairly okay size for a bathroom. You get smaller ones as well, where it's just like the toilet, the basin, and the shower in between them. So when you actually take a shower, you're just showering everything wet as well. So yeah. Aside from Cambodia, is this your first traveling experience? Yes, it is actually. Aside from Swaziland and the places in South Africa, Cambodia was our first place that we moved to, and it was a decision that we had to make, and we sort of ended up having to burn the bridges behind us, not with relationships, but with, what, you can either afford to go and stay and work here, but you can't afford to. We couldn't afford to come on a holiday here, so it was like, what, make up your mind without seeing the place. And it was about 3.5 years ago, we flew over, landed without work or anything like that. We were booked into when I say cheap, I don't mean nasty hotel. I mean a cheap hotel, no frills. And we started looking for work, and within 2 or 3 days, we had both found jobs, and within 10 days, we got our first apartment. And yeah, I have not been anywhere else yet. With COVID, unfortunately, stopping flights and everything, we haven't even been able to visit Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, everything that's pretty close by to us and really, really cheap to get to. I mean, said I need to get this South African trip over because that is really expensive for us. It's really working out pretty hectic, and additional costs and expenses that we need to go through. However, when we get back, maybe over Water Festival, it gives us 3 days off during the week, maybe take another 2 days and go for a week to Thailand. It's like $160 return to Thailand, and you find pretty cheap places in that there. So, oops, let me just close that over there. So I don't think it's too expensive to go to Thailand. I also want to see a little bit more of Cambodia in the process as well. I have not been to Angkor Wat yet, and I have some friends. Oops, let me just close. Sorry, my telegram's coming through. So I want to get to Angkor Wat. I'd like to go to Poi Pei. I'd like to go to Koh Rong Islands. I have been to Kep, Siem Reap. I've got some friends there that have just acquired a hotel there. Beautiful, beautiful place. I have shown it on the stream before. Maybe at the end of the stream, I'll show it again. We've just actually put some. She actually got a voiceover for her quick for a hotel. So we put that together. So we'll take a look, see if I actually play that as well. Take a look there. So, but overall, it's my first experience here. Unfortunately, just getting here and settling in took a while. It's how you look at it. As I've said to everybody, you can look at something and it can be the biggest load of trash, or you can look at something and it can be beautiful. And what's beautiful to me here is the people, the simplicity, and it is not as expensive as many other places. Although, as I said last week, I was taking a look at South Africa, and I looked at it again, and it's definite. South Africa is the same. The cost of living in South Africa is the same as the cost of living in Cambodia. The difference is South Africa has a local income, like our locals in Cambodia makes it very expensive for them. South Africa has excessively low income, and because South Africa is actually most economic compared to Australia, compared to US, compared to the UK, Europe. But the low income is what makes it difficult there. So, yes, this is my first travel aside. You must make naan bread. I don't need to make naan bread. I order from Coriander or Flavors of India, and it comes to my door with a motorbike. How about goat? Orbot, you got my goat there. I'm not too sure what we're talking about. Eating? No, I haven't eaten goat yet. I think they're really cute, so I feel really guilty about eating them. I don't think I've had a problem. I think maybe in my past, because I grew up around farms and that, I think I have had goats somewhere along the line. But I enjoyed feeding them milk, so I don't know if I'd be very happy eating a goat, but I don't have a problem with goat meat. It's not like it's offal or something like that. Can you make your own homemade bread? Rather, you can. Yes, you can. Ina has. She's actually learned to make lentil bread as well, which I absolutely love. So it's really, really great. Budget hotel. Yeah. It's not Bates Hotel. It was a budget hotel. How do people react when you tell them that you're an African? Shocked. I've had a couple of tuk-tuk drivers that have nearly thrown the tuk-tuk over when they look at you and they go, where are you from? And I go, South Africa. And they turn around and they look at me again and go, but you're white. And I'm like, subject to popular belief, us light people also live in South Africa. We come from Africa. So, yeah. So they're a little bit shocked sometimes. People from Cambodia, obviously European people in that and other expats in that obviously know that. They're not shocked. But in Cambodia, a lot of Cambodian people are like, you're from Australia, you're from the UK. I think they pretty much know we're not from the States because the States guys like throw it through their nose. So, yeah. The guys are like pretty shocked when it's like, you're from South Africa? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, you're white? And I'm like, yeah. Are you still from South Africa? Yeah. You don't want to change your mind? No, trust me, born and bred there. And we are there. So, yeah, basically Africa is a black continent to them. And it's been more real in South Africa with load shedding. But I'm talking about people. They feel that if you come from Africa, you're a black person. We were filling in our forms for... every year you go for a medical when you go for your work permit renewal. And they're like, where are you from? And I said, like, South Africa. So she writes Africa. And I'm like, no, lady, South Africa. Africa is a continent. At the bottom, there's a country. It's called South Africa. Put South Africa in there. So she eventually, I get her to write South Africa. So she says, okay, nationality. And I go, African, South African. And she writes African. And I'm like, no, that's going to cause a lot of misconception. Let's try South African rather, to eventually get them to do South African. So how do people react when you tell them that you're African? Elon Musk is African American. Yeah, he was born in South Africa, I think Elon Musk was. So yeah, 100% true. Do you have regrets traveling at such a senior age? Yes, I have regrets that I did not do this earlier in my life. I think I would have been able to do a lot more with my life having done earlier. It's late to want to do all this. I think it's a massive adventure. I don't regret doing it. I think it's a great thing to do. However, I regret that I did not at least get to do this 10 or 15 years ago. Definitely. I'd even say 15 years ago because I'm 50 right now. And if I had like 30, 35 was doing this, I mean, there's a lot of people here in their 20s. There's so many options, so many advantages. It opens up so much for you. And it's just an amazing adventure. So, no, I have no regrets coming here. And then once again, as I say, it's a big decision to make for people, especially if they have invested or a vested interest where they are. For instance, South Africa, I can't just say to people, well, get up and move out. You know what, by all means, I would get up and actually, I'd make a plan to come and visit Eastern Asia, Southeast Asia, East Asia, whatever. I would definitely make a plan to come visit here because it is affordable. But I would, as I said, it's difficult to, you can't say to someone, get up and leave. I left because I had nothing left to lose. You know what, I didn't have a house. I didn't have any interest there. You know, if you got a house, you got like vested family, you got a job, you've got a house, you've got a career, you got, you know what, wife and children that you're looking after, putting children through school, etc., etc. Then it becomes more difficult to leave. But we own nothing and we're like scraping by every month. You know, surviving is more what we call. But as far as regrets, I have no regrets doing the traveling now. I do regret not doing it earlier because by then I think I would have been able to find medical insurance. Over here, you don't want to get stuck without medical insurance. It is a bit of a headache. So what do we say? SA is 67 murders a day. No, it's absolutely ridiculous, Alison. I think the Ukraine is running with like 40 people dying a day. We in South Africa are running at 67 a day. That's basically higher than a rate of war. Have you met fellow South Africans in Cambodia? South Africans are rife in Cambodia. Absolutely rife. It is littered with South Africans. You can basically, you've got to be very, very careful when you speak Afrikaans and think that somebody isn't going to understand you. There's a lot of South Africans in Cambodia. We were in a shopping mall once, or center, Macro. They also have a Macro, which is a wholesale place here. And my wife and her friend, who is also South African, were in the toilets, and they were talking to each other in Afrikaans. And next thing, the toilet door swung open, and this old lady came out and went, "Hoor ek Afrikaans hier so?" So no, you pick up South Africa. Yeah, I have three or four South Africans at our school. There's another school that consists of so many South Africans. South Africans more and more are coming to Cambodia to actually, specifically the thing they're coming to do is teach, because it's easier. South Africa, Cambodia is one of the few countries left that you don't need to have some kind of degree to teaching. They'll accept your TEFL certificate, although it's starting to become preferred. But so it is still a wide open gate for South Africans, and we've met a lot of South Africans here. Lul. I don't know what that is. 100%. Don't you wish Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa merged into one country? It depends on who runs them. I'd love them to merge into one country. It'll be an absolutely fantastic thing to do, I think, to be able to split resources and that. But I think the whole thing balances on who runs them. I would be cautious about that. I think you'd need somebody. I think if we got Donald Trump to come and be president over them all, I think it'd be pretty cool. But definitely not the ANC, because they would just trash them. The ANC, as far as concerned, is a cancer that wants to stay in power, suck everything out of the country that they can, burn their country to the ground and consider it a success because they have remained ruling over the ashes. So, yeah, you know what, I haven't looked at it in that way yet. Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa merged into one country. However, that would be great, but it depends on who's governing that country. And we would need somebody good. I don't even know if the usual suspects, the current political parties, they are so stuck in back rut. I think you'd need to get a new, fresh mind, sharp, business-orientated person with the country's interest in their mind to actually head up that country. And yeah, but it's a nice thought. And yeah, traveling earlier is much better, most definitely so indeed. Cameron, what's Cameron say? That would be too much sports at 100% true. What? I mean, USA and G7 also are too interested in the politics here. Yeah, indeed. What do we got? Hendo came to the UK 27 years old, wanted to come here in 1996, came later. Yeah. You know what? You still went at a good age, though. You know, if I'd done that, I think I would have achieved a lot more, been able to prep a lot more for retirement. I've only looked now, had nothing, only started last year to put some money aside for retirement. And I'd be lucky if it is a surviving income. I'm hoping to die before I retire, so I'm not worried about it too much. Buzz, what's it? Shake a mango tree and all expats will fall out. Over here, you can shake a mango tree and all the mangoes fall out. The place is rife with mangoes. Yeah, I got Safa neighbors. Yeah, they're a mile a minute. I mean, you can't go without falling. I mean, we went into our previous apartment had 3 buildings, one of 28, one of 30, and one of 32 floors. And we were on the first building's 13th floor. And what do you know? On the same floor as us, we got a pair of South Africans also teaching at a school. Smash that like button. Yeah, I'll just use Buzzy's one instead of mine. Mind you, I can. Let me go back and put it together. Banners. There's my banners. Peppers and Co. Banner. Oh, it's my mail. There we go. Like and subscribe. I keep on forgetting to say that. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Okay. Do you have children? Difficult question. Yes, we have children. My wife and I got married after we had children, so her kids actually sort of grew up with us. My son didn't grow up with me. We have 4 altogether, but they've grown ugly and out of home already and basically have children of their own, etc., etc. We will see half of them when we go down now. The other half we won't. We can't afford to travel through South Africa. We're basically going down just for seeing my mom because she's pretty old and she's in frail care down in PE. So we'll be going down in PE. And as I said, hopefully seeing Ronaldo, and we're going to definitely see Alison. I'm sure of that. We're going to give you a good couple of one-liners there to help you smile. And I'm sure you're going to have a good couple of, I think we're going to have a lot to chat about there, Alison. But so yes, we do have children, but they're pretty independent, working and taking care of themselves. And you know what children are like. You know what, you're just their ATM at the moment. So as long as we can maintain that stance, we're okay to them. But they're, I wouldn't say we see them any less now than when we did when we were in South Africa. Probably we'd see them a little bit more now and again. But otherwise, we were in different cities, and we still speak to them every single day. Every single day. Who's taking care of mom? My mom's in a frail care in PE, and she stayed with us for about 10 years in Cape Town before. And when we started deciding, we initially wanted to move to New Zealand first, and we in the end ended up not. We ended up opening up my own business, which was a training center, and did okay. But then I was vested with a company, and they put me on retainer, and then they went down and I went down because I didn't have enough other businesses vested with me. And that's when we decided to move to Cambodia because I went back into retail. 2 or 3 of my buddies there actually went overseas to teach, and I thought, well, why not me? Because I love teaching and training. But so when mom moved out, she was actually going to go from Cape Town to Bloemfontein because we originally come from Kimberley area in the middle of South Africa. But there was no one really that she knows there. She would have been pretty alone. But my aunt, which is her younger sister, actually lives in Port Elizabeth. And wow. She said, no, you're going to find a place here. And I actually got hold of a Methodist old age home, and she went and she moved to a Methodist old age home there. And my other aunt and uncle, my uncle just passed away at the beginning of this year, but my other aunt is there as well. So but I have 2 aunts over there. My cousin was there. She's moved, but otherwise I have actually also very good friends there. So she has a lot of people that are actually around her that she actually phones and speaks to every day. And my aunt, she's unfortunately in the UK at the moment. She's visiting her son there. But she usually takes her out every Thursday, and if there's something she needs, she gets it for her. And obviously, she chats with her every day on the phone. And my other aunt phones her every day at 5 o'clock as well. So on Sundays, it's a tussle between me and the other aunt. But she is in frail care in it's one of the Methodist home frail cares over there that look after her. And then as I said, fortunately, there are 2 other aunts over there and my cousins. Oh yeah, obviously my cousins from my other aunt are there, but so there's a little bit more people that she knows, at least in PE as well, which is nice. But yeah, I really need to see her. You know what? I don't want to profess anything bad, but I also don't want to live with regrets in the place. What's Cameron says, take photos with all the people you see. I will do. I'll try and do a little bit of a blog type of thing and then show you when I get back. Not that you guys want to see South Africa. You guys know Africa. I'm moving to South Korea to go and teach, and the thought of leaving my parents in a vulnerable condition terrifies me. 100%. Right, 100% true. Actually, I think you're doing a great thing. I think it's a fantastic opportunity. As I said, Southeast Asia is definitely what you make about it, make of it. And I think anywhere, I think South Korea would be a fantastic experience as well. Once again, it's how you fit in with people and what you see. I've had people come from South Korea that have nothing but good words for it. And I've had one or two people that are like, oh, the people are rude, or this and this. And it's how you accept. You know what? When in Rome, be as Romans, do as Romans. Or whatever the saying is. But I think that is absolutely awesome. I'm really excited for you. I think you should be too. Remember one thing, your parents will always want the best for you. And you cannot tie yourself down because of maybe. You know what? Do the best, remember the best, and take on to build for your future, because doing that, I think, will be probably more valuable or more uplifting or more comforting to your parents, knowing that you have followed your heart and that you're a happy person. Keep contact with them. Look, I can't even phone my mom on WhatsApp because she can't answer WhatsApp. She can't operate those phones. But even over here, ever since I've been here, I have phoned my mom every single Sunday. She appreciates it beautifully. She loves it. And I have phoned her every single Sunday. And I phone her on normal calls, and it costs me about $10 every Sunday to phone her, and I gladly put that $10 down to phone her. I signed up a U Magazine subscription for her, which I did all via email from this side, by the way. I have a News 24 subscription, so I get to read the U Magazine electronically, and it gives me the news and that. And if there's, a birthday or Christmas, I use NetFlorist, send something. If you sometimes want to send something out of the blue, don't lose contact. You know what? 100% true. There are people who live in South Africa, who live in the country, who never contact their parents, who never speak to their parents, who just forget about their parents. And then there's people that live out of the country, UK, Cambodia, China, wherever you're living. And they have more contact and care for their parents than a lot of people who live in the country, who've contacted them, who speak to them, who sometimes will visit. As I said, 3.5 years. You know what? I'm hoping that in a year and a half's time I can go down for Christmas and I'll see them again. But if I don't, I don't. But I think I've also thought, should I bring my mom here? No. You know what? Medical here is terrible. She's at least being looked after over there. So, yeah, you know what? I think you can set your heart at ease and know that what you're doing for your parents, and then you'll actually find like a situation with Hendo where what he's done is, yes, we spoke about it last 2 weeks now, that it is very sad to be so far away. But I know that Hendo does more for his parents and his family being in the UK than what he could do being in SA. I hope that answers your question. You're more than welcome to throw a couple more at me as we go. Did you manage to attend your uncle's funeral? No, I did not. I'm going to give you another shocker as we go along as well. But let me first tell you, my uncle's funeral, I did not attend. It was on live stream as well, so we did attend it on live stream, if you want to put it that way. But we didn't go to South Africa. We couldn't, first of all, because flights and things to that effect. But that was still sort of acceptable. Let me give you another shocker. We were here 4 months. 4 months. And my wife's mother passed away in South Africa. Okay, she had been a little ill and everything to that effect as well. But it's never a nice thing. And we'd been here 4 months, and my wife's mother passed away, and she couldn't make it back. I mean, we didn't have the money to make it back. What we did is we arranged for funerals. Her sister in Australia and herself over here did not go back for her mother's funeral. because it's important that you go back and you deal with people and you speak to people and you visit people when they are there. There is nothing you can do than probably impress everybody else around you, or have to go and see people that irritate you, that are suddenly like so sorry because they haven't been around for I don't know how long. So that was a really hard shot. It was very tough, and it has always been tough for my wife because she never has been back again to even see anything or deal with people that were there. So I think it's going to be something that she will contend with, as Buzz was saying, Lynn was saying the other day. But that was hard. And you know what? If something happened to my mom and I'm in Cambodia, I'll rather help with finances and that there, but I'm not rushing back for that funeral. It's really, I rather spend the money on making sure my mom has a magazine subscription now. I make sure that she gets a birthday present. I make sure that if she needs anything, I'm able to do it. I'm not always able to, but that I can help her with it. And I phone her and I speak to her and I tell her I love her right now more than anything else, than have to pay out money to go across there one day because all of a sudden you're not with me anymore. Make the time, even if you're overseas. And being overseas can sometimes be more precious for that person, knowing that you're doing something. My mom loves the fact that we're overseas. She loves the fact that we're happy. That's her main thing. Are you happy? That's all she always asks. Are you happy? And yes, we are. And then she's happy. And, you know, just always be there for them. You don't have to physically be there for them, but never not be there for them. So it doesn't matter where in the world you've gone. Technology has left you at a point where you can, even if you have to phone a normal phone, you can do so. Get Skype minutes to phone a normal phone. When she had a normal phone, when she was in the old age home before going to Frauke, she had a telephone. I had Skype minutes. I put my headset on and dialed the normal phone through Skype. It was actually quite cheap. So that's the most important part. Doesn't matter where in the world you are, as long as you're there for them, means more than anything else to them. Getting there for a funeral does not mean much. Did you manage, Buzzy? 100% true. Where are you living? Yeah, but that's wonderful. But good luck with South Korea. And yeah, you know, I do this every Sunday. We have this wonderful chat, but I must hand it to the people out there. I have wonderful people out there from South Africa, Hendo's in the UK, Arbot, Ruth. I'm looking at you now, rebellious Ruth. Hello, Balani van Banani. But anyway, it's the wonderful people. Yeah, I feel, you know, sometimes I'm feeling like really bad, especially like Sunday night, because I do this on Sunday night. Yeah. And these are the people that pick me up piece by piece every Sunday evening when I get here. And it's wonderful because we actually get to do all kinds of chats. Try to adapt to your environment in the new host country. Yes. And it's how you adapt to it. I've had a friend who actually helped me across here, and they didn't make it. After a year, it was like, this is bad, that was terrible, etc. And they went back. But really important that that you realize, and that was my whole vision, is when we come here, we will find the good to be here. And as I said, simplicity, beauty, and that there's nothing more beautiful than a sunrise in South Africa. There is nothing more beautiful than the smell of the fresh air in South Africa, the bush. Everyone goes Bosveld here, but you know what? I love the clack of a keyboard in the South African air because I still like my computer. But anyway, the smell of braaivleis as you're driving through the suburbs, the spacious homes, even your flats and things over there. But we've come to realize other beauties over here. And you know what? If you can embrace and see the good, everything has a nasty and everything has a good. And, you know, people go, wow, Cambodia sounds great. And it's, you know, it's as shitty as any other country is. But it has got the beauty if you want to see it as well. So, yeah, thanks. No, but I think you're going to love the adventure. And I don't know how old you are, but if you're not that old, you're not making a mistake. As I said, my only regret is that I didn't do it earlier. Orbot, nice. On 92.7% hard drive. Cloning. Load shedding is about to start. So, oh my, I shall not use a bad word, but I'll use it for you. Ruth, always wonderful to see you. Always wonderful to watch. No, that sounds a little bit creepy. Always wonderful to watch you. Ruth is going to be feeling really uncomfortable in the shower. But anyway, always wonderful to watch your stream. wonderful to have you around. I phone my mom every week. Yeah, Hendo, I phone my mom every week as well. And that means the world to her. And it's more than what a lot of other people do for her or for their parents. As I said, there's people that do not maintain the contact you do being out of the country and they're in South Africa. What's the difference? They're in the country leading their miserable lives and they couldn't give a damn about their parents. One thing I like about Cambodia is it still has a lot of respect for old people. You know what? You have a lot of gratitude in that. Rebellious Ruth, out and about, chaps. Catch you later. Cheers, Ruthie. Take care. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I taught a 92-year-old lady to use WhatsApp. Whew. Yes, Cameron. I'm so pleased I got to WhatsApp because I thought you were going to say I taught a 92-year-old lady and I thought to use the toilet because we've just been. No, WhatsApp. That's fantastic. I should send my mom to you for lessons, although I don't know. She won't learn to use a smartphone because she has already decided she can't use them. And once that is there, you won't change a person's mind. You can be 40 years old and say, I'll teach you. And if I've decided I won't, I can't. It's why I won't give up smoking or vaping or something like that, because I haven't decided it yet. It's why I suddenly went back to gym and have stayed at gym, because it took me almost a year to put it into my mind to say, right, I'm going, I'm staying. But kudos to you. It's good stuff. A lot of patience you've had, Cameron. Very good for you. Spoil your mum. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Spoil your mums while they're still alive. Don't worry about getting to their funerals. It's the last thing you need to worry about. And I'm dead serious. My mom, if she passes, what's important is that I made her feel loved and I made her feel cared for. And I was there for her as much as humanly possible that I could be. And that she realized that when she was alive. At her funeral is a bunch of false people that are going to rock up there. Okay, you'll have the couple of genuines. But trust me, at a funeral, bunch of false people. And that want to impress and everything to that effect. I don't have the goat for that. What do we got there? Hope, have you ever had the desire to go to Europe where you're not a minority race? I wouldn't mind it. I just find it's very expensive. I don't mind you, Eastern Europe, I think is cheaper. We came here because there was a friend who'd actually come here to teach, and a year later, it wasn't a year later, it wasn't too long later, and they said, I reached out to him, said, you know what, you've done this, let's go. And sure, I mean, my degree, I only finished just after getting here, so I actually only got it after that, so that's okay now. But otherwise, I wouldn't have had a degree, but being able to, and it's not in teaching, it's in business management, because that's what I got most of my credits on. But still, let's get back to Europe. Yes, I would. I'd like to try a few places in Europe, although I'm pretty happy and we're settled. So you know what? I want to now travel. I'd love to go and visit. There's people that actually live here. They actually live in Siem Reap. They were in Phnom Penh, and now they live in Siem Reap, which is cheaper to stay in. Beautiful place in Cambodia to stay in if you want to now find a real nice city. The salaries are lower there, but it is cleaner. It is far more beautiful, and the expenses are lower there as well. I mean, your houses and your apartments and that are all much cheaper. So you know what, having $100 or $200 less in your salary is not a problem there. But I think it's called Open English. It's a company in the States that they work for, and they teach online. So basically, him and his wife are teaching online. They're also older people. They're also in their 50s. But they're going to, I think it's Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere like that. Let me not say it's Brazil, Portugal. I don't know. But they're going there. They're going to live there for a while. Wherever is easiest to be able to find visas and that, because it doesn't matter where they work from, they're working online, so as long as they teach, the company's fine. A lot of the places you've always got to find is getting your visas, and that's why I say even Cambodia is becoming more difficult to get to. We had a lady from India who came across to come and teach at our school, and we had to give her letters of invitation and letters that she's going to work here. And even when she came, she had to have a return flight ticket. She had to show them that she had $1,000 on her and everything, etc., etc. But in Cambodia, we're a minority race anyway. We're not Asian. Europe, where you're not a minority race. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, as I say, I'd like to go there, but I don't know how easy it is. I haven't looked into it yet. It's been a very short while that we've actually had the freedom to travel. Yeah, and then, as I said, everything closed up with COVID, and it's only started opening up again now, and that's why we're on our way home, and only after 3.5 years. So, you know what, then we'll start looking at what we can put away money wise and where we can go and what we can do, etc., etc. Yeah, we've been so busy cooping ourselves up that we'll only get it now. But Europe's not a bad call. We'd have to look at it a little bit more. What's Hendo got? Europe is too woke. EU got way too much troubles. Now gas is issues, Ukraine conflict, etc. I don't know what the DCP, but yeah, Ukraine's doing. The EU is now the SHIU. Buzzy, what's Buzzy say? Having moved from Zim to South Africa, some expats cared for their parents. Living in the RSA and working in a retirement village, I feel that Andre is the best example of what a child does for a parent. Thanks, Buzzy. Sometimes feel that sometimes it comes a bit late. Always remember. And then Buzzy says, Cameron is so patient. Well, you come across as a very, very complied, patient person, which is great because you don't find too many people. Everyone's so highly strung these days. Buzzy says, my mother won't use a touch phone. My mom will only use a phone that can receive calls and SMSs. Well, my mom too. And there we go. I sometimes feel too patient. I sometimes feel like a patient. But yeah. Yeah, you're a good man, Charlie Brown, if you can put it that way. There's few of you left in this world, and I think the only thing that you need to learn is to realize that you are a very valuable commodity to this world, not only to this community, not only to the stream, to everybody else's streams, and to the wonderful people around you. I know and have seen. Watch Ronaldo host. There we go. There's some hookups for Ronaldo. 100% true. I thought that white South Africans hate South Africa, and you sound like you love South Africa. My friend, never move from your bread and butter and badmouth it. Don't ever think that just because you've moved somewhere and that you can be happy there and that you've been given an opportunity there, that the place that brought you up and fed you is suddenly crap. I will always love South Africa. It is a beautiful place. It is my home. It's my heart. I shout for the Springboks. I have no. I have an absolute hatred and distaste for the cancer, the ANC that is governing South Africa. That is what I hate. But the country and the people and the feeling and the nostalgia and the patriotism towards South Africa, that's home, my friend. That's home. Never forget your home. Never not be grateful. Gratitude is something that so few people work with these days. Black, white, yellow, green, doesn't matter what your country, what your color is. And the people that cause the trouble are not black, white, black, white, green, yellow. They are all different colors. And the good people in South Africa are not white. They are black, white, green, colored, yellow. They are everybody. Some of my best friends were not white people. There was, I used to ride. I was treasurer for a motorcycle club, which was 90 to 95% colored. Had a couple of black people in it and a few of us white pimples around, and they looked after us like gold, and we were beautiful. There's beautiful people. Go and look at the face of Africa, the face of South Africa. And look at the real people. Don't look at the politics. Don't look at the drama and the urban crap. And look at South Africa and look at the face, the hearts of the genuine people that work in and out, work hard for a living. Doesn't matter what color, who they are. And then you will see what you miss. I miss a lot from where I am. No, I won't go back at the moment. I never say never, but at the moment I won't. But never spit out what has fed you. And I have nothing bad to say about Cambodia because it has given me opportunity, different opportunities, welcomed me in different ways, taken care of me in different ways. So it's also not a place to sit here and go, this is a crap place, and sit and take their money and live off the fat of this land. And yeah, South Africa's everything. South Africa's got a hell of a lot of problems, one of them being the ANC. But the country brought you up. The country looked after you. That is an emotion. That is a experience, an emotion that you cannot take out of your mind, that you cannot take out of your nostrils, that you cannot take off your taste buds. Never, never, ever look at what fed you and then shun it. Very important. Don't forget where you came from. It's why you are where you are. Nope hates the ANC government. And there we go. Hendo summed it up. There we go. 100% true. There we go. I felt that. Yeah. You know what? You'll always miss it, but it's important to move on. As I said, Hendo is in the UK, and he's from SA, and he's there. But as he said last time, he can do more. Thanks, Buzzy. I appreciate you. But yeah, what more can I say? I'm ready to pack and go away. Maybe I'll throw some content here and there if I make it with a cell phone or something like that. But otherwise, if you don't hear from me, I'll watch Buzzy's shows and maybe come on and comment here and there. And seeing as I'll be in South Africa and make South African times, I might make a few Ronaldo shows and things like that as well. That'll really, really be good. 100% true. I wish you all the best, all the luck. Never forget where you come from. Your roots don't have a color, my friend. Your roots have an emotion. Your roots have a feeling. They have a smell. Never forget your parents. Being there isn't always the best to physically be there. Be there in every single other way that people are a lot of the times not there. But yeah, take care. Hendo, make short vids in SA. Hendo, I'm going to miss you guys tremendously. It's yourself, those quirks of yours. You always make me smile. Buzzy, your circumferenced bubble of care that's always around there. Alison, your absolute beautifulness and sweetness. Cameron, your genuinity, your absolute, just, you know what, just being genuine, just being there and still making it through, because I know how much lies in all of you guys' backgrounds and still being able to put this up. Arbot, just being like the stalwart you are. Wonderful, wonderful. But from here on, guys, bon voyage. Thank you very much. You have an awesome, awesome week. I know it's going to be awesome because you're awesome people. That's why it's going to be awesome. That young Safa bought those dodgy. Just hang on. I just want to actually get to. Let me open up my. Before I go, but seeing as you've asked about DVD, I see he's not on, but. Look what he did. Look what he got. Look what he got. Arbot, your video is like me having to talk to him. Look what he got. I don't want to tell you what it looks like. But I think gynecologically they see it quite often. But anyway, I don't want to go there. Let's unshare quickly. And then I want to show you, because he actually decided that it's really important that he show us that it doesn't look so bad on you. So he put them on. Ooh. DVD. Arbot noise. Stop sharing the screen there, people. Did you Safa buy? So that's Safa bought it. Yes, he did. And take care, my friend. Arbot, yourself. Daya shoes, yeah. Inkosi Sikilele, I'll leave that to to the rugby players and the sports goers. I'm not much of a singer. I don't want to. No, the Locky Down is for what's his name? Oh, geez. Ronaldo's dog yes, it's just flown right out of my ass. Oh, here's the thing on those shoes. Wait. Before I go, now I found more to do. There's a Buzzy sent me a thing from. Can't get this thing any bigger. Oh. Why can't I get to that? Sorry, I wanted to show you a thing on the shoes. Let's see.
Jalen, my son, this video is for you, okay? You're in Texas visiting your dad right now. But about a week ago, Coco, your grandma,
How do I restart this thing?
well, my mama said that she ordered you some shoes and they got delivered to the house. When we moved, Jalen, my son, this video
Okay.
is for you, okay?
Right. Let's try.
Here, this stuff is
I think Arbot, courtesy Arbot, this came through. Let's just watch this last. Oh, not a video. Let's watch this last one. I actually meant to show it, so I'm going to be saying cheers. But yeah.
Speak to the manager, please.
Okay, just hang on. No, that's. Yeah. Whoa. All right, just hang on. We'll get back to Ronaldo there for a second. Right. There.
Jalen, my son, this video is for you, okay? You're in Texas visiting your dad right now. But about a week ago, Coco, your grandma, my mama, said that she ordered you some shoes and they got delivered to the house. Well, we moved while you were gone visiting your dad. I've already FaceTimed you. You've already seen the new house. And I told you I got your shoes. So today I decided to get rid of the box that the shoes came in and just take the shoes out and put them in your new room. And when I opened these, I was like, oh, it's just what kind of shoes could these be? My mom was very meticulous. She was like, make sure you get the shoes and bring them to the new house. They were expensive. And I'm thinking, like, what did she get them? I don't know. I shop at, like, Shoe Carnival. I opened these up. I was like, these are the most ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. I take them and I show them to Cody and Elijah. They're like, are those Yeezys? Mom, who buys an 8-year-old Yeezy foam sliders or whatever these are? Are you kidding me? Jalen, you're in trouble. How'd you convince her to do Jalen, my son, this video is for you, okay? You're in Texas visiting your dad right now.
Well done, Arbot. Thank you very, very much, my friend. I really appreciate that one. But yes, Carter. Yeah, there we go. We'll leave the singing for Carter because I think I shall absolutely wreck your ears if I had to sing. But from me, 100% true, Hendo, Arbot, Cameron, Buzzy, Lynn, Carl, Allison. Have I missed out anybody else that's in? Everybody, Rebellious Ruth. I know she's not on at the moment. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Just be always who you are. Just be those awesome people that I know that you are. I am going to miss the crap out of you guys. I really, really am. So I'm going to try and spot in here and there, etc., etc. Be good. Appreciate the good around you. Appreciate that you are allowed to feel bad, but also appreciate that you are allowed to feel good, and appreciate the fact that you are good and that you're awesome people out there. And take care of yourself. From my side, be good. And if you can't be good, be kind. Cheers, cheers.